And what is being spoken here uh, has got nothing against any story. You know, it's not trying to get rid of the story. It's not trying to get rid of the imaginary separate self, because here it doesn't exist. How can you get rid of something that doesn't even exist? How can it even disappear if it's already not there? So
So what is it that notices that it's not there? And go see.
nothing, nothing. There's just noticing happening, a recognition happening, but nobody is recognizing anything. There's just resonance that there's nobody here, but nobody is resonating with anything. It is empty already. A recognition is empty, there's nobody behind it. It's the same as looking for a person or a separate self. It's the same as a dog chasing its own tail, trying to catch its own tail. So there's so much space here. Everything seems to be spacious. There's so much space that everything is allowed to be as it is without judgment. Every expression, you are not that body. You are not even. There's just vastness. You as separate can be seen as just an imagination appearing in this vastness. It appears and disappears. So what's here is already everything. It's not separate. There's no separation. There's no center already. Even when it seems as if there's something that is holding on to something, that too is just totality appearing as that. There's nobody who's holding on to anything. There's just this vastness appearing as something, as somebody or holding on to something.
There was this Indian sage named his name was Krishnamurti, but he's not it's not J. Krishnamurti, the famous one. It was a Krishnamurti something else. He was an Indian guy, and I was watching a video of him. He was quite old and profane. Just full of swear words, and he was in bed, I think bedridden at the end of his life, and he was surrounded by, all these kind of hippies from the Netherlands, trying to get trying to talk him into, like, tell us, how do we get there, oh master, or whatever. He's like, listen, you fuckers, there's nothing to know. Just screaming at him. How come you are? How come you have this awareness that we don't? I don't. there's nothing to find. Just screaming at them, and they refused to believe him. He was saying that, but yet, they have a point. He's gotten to this awareness that certainly they haven't. This recognition, as you say, that they don't have in perpetuity, you know. But then his point is, there's no one to notice. So how can those things? I mean, clearly, may not exist, but I've never met anybody like you. Right?
Yeah.
It's a paradox.
Yeah. Um, what what you seem to be talking to is yourself, is already yourself. But in the story, it may seem as if you are talking to a different person, but you are talking to yourself. Some will say your higher self, but there's already no lower self. As I always say, this has never spoken to anybody. It doesn't see separation. It doesn't see the other. It sees itself. So there is always that sense of okayness with what seems to be everybody, because everybody is this already. There is no real everybody. There's just this. Even Christ said, love your neighbor as you love yourself, because your neighbor is still yourself. But loving your neighbor is effortless. Actually, he wasn't talking to anybody. So when it seems as if you don't love your neighbor, that is just a story. There's nobody to love his neighbor or her neighbor. There's already nobody to do anything. There's just this. There's just this, which is unconditional love appearing as everything, appearing as somebody who's not loving the neighbor. Mm, It's just a story. It's a simulation. It's nothing really. It's nothing special. This may appear to say, I love you, I hate you. It may appear to say, oh, now I'm feeling peace. Hmm. I love what I'm hearing. I don't love what I'm hearing. Today I'm off. It's still the same one. Still this totality appearing as that. It may seem to give up, but really there's nobody who's giving up. There's just totality appearing to be giving up the story. From that heart space, it is always seeing that everything is okay. But when the attention goes up in the mind, then, you know, it's not okay. I need to do that. I'm here. Mm. But from the heart, there's love, unconditional love. There is that acceptance, which is effortless as well. There's so much space that things are seen as they are, and they are accepted without judgment. There's no judgment here.